Okay, Diesel Dave, now that we got our glory hole drilled in the tranny tunnel, what are we doing over here?
Okay, we're going to do an emissions delete because we live in New York and the thing's over 20-something years old. I don't need emissions, so I'm getting rid of it all.
Yeah, and before you descend from your high horse onto us, it's making the car mechanically better.
Yes.
We're not just getting rid of it because we hate animals.
Fuck the environment. But I gotta do that, make it all these vacuum lines.
The car is way worse for the environment rotting in the junkyard.
Yes. Disposing of this car is way less environment friendly.
I know, because that means on our next sailing trip we're gonna have to launch all the batteries into the lake. So this is the EGR valve, and that just basically sticks your exhaust.
Recirculation.
Yep. Takes your exhaust cheech and sticks it right back into the intake. Yeah, and in a practical sense, it's basically used as an inert gas. So you got to have air and fuel in your, in your engine to make it work. And then the pre-burnt fuel that it sucks back in there is just to need less air and less fuel, because the pre-burnt stuff won't do anything. And it sticks the cheech back in, your particulate and whatnot.
Next one.
Yeah, I'm just fishing it out. These are 12s?
Yes. It's like everything else on this car.
12s and 14s and 10s.
14 and 10. You could have this whole motor to pieces. I think those are smaller than 10. That might be like 8 or something.
For what?
The next solenoid. But won't it run like shit? Might run a little rich, but I don't know. That's what the internet boys are like, but it might run wrong. I emissions deleted the last motor.
And it ran wrong. You always talked about it running rich.
Well, that's because the fuel pump, I think the fuel pump was not having fun.
Well, are you reusing the fuel pump?
Yeah, it's the same part number as that truck, and that fucking truck didn't have a fuel pump. Well, it did, it was in the cab, but it's like, oh, come on, give me that back. What?
Washer dropped in there.
Well, as long as it didn't, you can't drop in the motor, so.
No, I'll just grab it. Party foul. We got a bolt pile we're working on.
Come on. There we go.
Ta-da! EGR deleted. Buckets.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure the only line we need is this one right here.
And that connects to this.
Yes.
And what is it, Diesel Dave?
It's some sort of a fuel solenoid.
Yeah, you see, this is a return and this is an inlet, or the other way around.
I'm not terribly sure.
This would probably be the inlet because it goes here.
Yeah, the
and
rail.
Then
no, the end of the rail. That might be the return. The end of the rail.
One way or the other. This is in the fuel system. This little, what is it? From here, it looks like a top hat.
Yeah, I had some fuel solenoids. But
someone commented on another video because I didn't know what things are called. And that's just tough. Bye. It's not like we need it.
Bye. As long as it doesn't go in that hole, I guess, really. Jesus.
Butter fingers. That's not even butter. You catapulted that. I see it.
Get rid of that. Like a
dude, it's like a genuine miracle how far you got that in there. I just huff that one, don't you? Oh, what did we learn? Ta-da. Actually, we need a 10 for this to get the brake booster. I lost my 10 though, obviously. Dead meme, but I lost the Craftsman one. Oh, there's a 10 mil clamp right here too, so.
We need an extension? almost think this might be an airbox. Actually,
That was hooked onto something dumb.
I forget how the airbox actually mounts on this because I know there's supposed to be a map sensor in there. A map sensor? One of the sensors. There's supposed to be a sensor in there. So I should probably dig out the intake of the airbox and figure out if it's actually there.
You said that in a way that really sounds like you're not going to do it.
That's what I said eventually. As to say, after the motor's in the truck. Oh shit.
Yeah, gas. Sucking on some vacuum lines.
Okay, so I need that. Oh, hey, look at that. Aspen shower seat. I need the 12. Because half-inch drive is the best inch drive.
There we go. Don't need that anymore.
This
is weight reduction. Makes it faster.
super fast.
Super fast.
Looks like the rest of my truck.
Brick. Square.
What do you mean? It's got the weight reduction.
The New York weight reduction.
Yeah, the New York weight reduction. Oh, look how fucking shitty it looks out there now.
Actually, when we started, it was really coming down.
It's not too shabby out there.
I mean, it was like white out.
Give the wind a few minutes. It's supposed to get windy today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we ain't going anywhere.
Ta-da.
Bracket!
What was that valve again?
What? No, we can't. The second valve, I'm not actually sure what that did. All I know is it just didn't fucking happen. There's no port there, so don't worry about it.
And now what is this we're trying to get out now, Diesel Dave?
Some sort of a butterfly.
My hypothesis is it's like an idle control of some kind. But who knows, really?
I think so. It's not...
These old junky things, these like weird things before they had the drive-by-wire throttle body that did everything for you. That's what they'd usually have, some sort of secondary throttle body that would make a hole in the manifold basically to control the idle.
Oh, it got rid of my...
But who knows? If it's not needed, it's not needed. Anything not needed is trash. We looked online, it looks like I was right. This is an idle control valve, and when...
Thank you.
I think I'm right, and then the things... Well, there's no... You just can't handle the possibility that I might have even been right.
Not that, it's just like, well, why did we label it wrong, and then all of a sudden it's not that.
It is most likely the idle control valve. We are confident that it is the idle control valve. And when you live in a place like this, where it's cold, and you might need that as a little bit of help when it's nasty. Yeah. When it's nasty like this, you'd like to have an idle control valve so you don't have to like sit there with your foot on the pedal to keep the motor running when it's cold as balls. Right, Diesel Dave?
Oh, fuck yeah.
What's this fella?
They're
Gone.
like vent valves for the charcoal canister or something like that.
Okay.
They're all just like,
I'm surprised it's got an EVAT for how old it is.
I mean, mine, this thing came with an EVAT, man. Like,
Well, maybe I just have no clue what I'm talking about then.
God damn.
And the internet confirmed for us what this thing is. It's fuel pressure regulator. You got it. Hold it up like the Medusa head. Boom. There we go.
That side.
You want me to get that? I am over here. That. That's off.
Yeah. See if we can route it somewhat decently. There we go. There.
Alright, so a bit of off-camera fiddling. and I think we got it figured out what vacuum stuff we're keeping. So absolutely critical is this here. That is the fuel pressure regulator, and this has just got one vacuum line, and that vacuum line goes right down into here. And then we have a vacuum switch right here, this black one. It has a inlet right here, and that inlet goes right there. It's got two outlets, but one of them will be capped, and our one outlet goes down and feeds this second switch, and this is going to go to the idle control valve. This is the inlet, here's the outlet. It also has two outlets, and this one snakes over here to the idle control, and that's all we're going to use. Hopefully it's enough. We'll see. Now it's going to be time to just cap all the vacuum lines we're not using. So there's our plug for this side. Drain plug. The end of a pipe. Little stuff. Here's the one on our sensor up here. Not sensor, switch. Just talking to the audience. And then there's the one down here for the lower vacuum switch. And this other open port right here. On you go. So I went and double checked, looked at all these lines. It doesn't look like any of them are going for anything important. So what I did right there, it's all the vacuum line plug-in we're going to need to do. You hear some sawing over there. That's Diesel Dave hard at work on the block-off plate. How's it going, Diesel Dave?
Oh, you know it. Can't find a cut-off wheel, so precision tools right here.
Yeah? Harbor Freight?
You know?
Might have came from Lowe's.
Unlabeled.
Unlabeled. That sounds Harbor Freight to me. Well, keep up the good work. So there we go. There's the block-off plate, maybe.
Maybe.
You said you were going to line it up before you totally cut it, and then didn't.
No, I gasket matched it.
Sweet. And it was...
See if we have to do the old...
Find some other bolts.
Wow, does not have...
Spaced.
No?
Spaced. Look on the back.
I know that they're spaced, but like... the holes are lined up enough. We gotta find some bolts, they're just a little shorter. You got some air pressure.
Just in time to be done.
Yeah, just in time to be done. So, did you know what was great? The head bolts off of the old motor were perfect. Engine stand bolts.
works.